Hi everyone, I am Arundhati and welcome to Yarn Stitch Color. Today I am going to show you how to make this beautiful cowl in Tunisian crochet using a change of color on the return pass. This is how the fabric looks like, just with a simple change of color. Okay, so if you know how to do basic Tunisian crochet, if you know to make a Tunisian simple stitch, you can easily make this cowl. I'm going to show you in as detailed way as possible. So let's begin. So this is the material that we will need. I have a yarn in contrasting color, a Tunisian crochet hook, a tapestry needle, stitch markers and scissors. I'm going to start with a slip knot and chain 95. That's as per the measurements that I want, but you are free to make it as long as you please. I will again leave some details in the description box, but I'd also like to inform you here how long to make the chain. So this chain should easily pass over your head, over your ears, and sit comfortably on your neck, because that's going to be the circumference of your cowl. Okay, so there's no restriction on number or a multiple of certain number or plus something, minus something. There's no restriction of that sort. Just chain as many as you would like and then count them for sure. Okay. So let's begin and make a slip knot. And now I'm going to chain 95 as per the measurements that I want. So yarn over and pull through. Here I would also like to mention is the hook that I'm using is 6 mm. Okay, yeah. I'm using a 6 mm Tunisian crochet hook. Usually this yarn requires a 4 mm regular or standard crochet hook. So ensure that you're taking at least 1.5 or 2 mm larger hook than what you would regularly use for your yarn. So let's chain and meet again. So here I have finished crocheting 95 chains. You can chain as many as you please. And now we are going to start on the foundation row. So for the foundation row, we will skip the first chain. Okay, and twist this chain that you have made to see the back bump. Okay, that's the back bump. Insert under the back bump, yarn over and pull up a loop. Insert under the next back bump, yarn over and pull up a loop. Do that across the chain. Now we've finished the forward pass with all loops on the hook. Ensure you count them and the number should match the starting number of chains. Now simply yarn over and pull through 1. That's a chain 1. Okay. After you've done chain 1, we will begin on the return pass with a new color. Okay. Leave a good tail, yarn over with new color and pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And that's where the pattern or the color change begins. Okay, so we will always return with a new color. Okay, finish this row with return pass like so. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Here I am about to finish the row with my return pass. and begin on the next row with the same color. Okay, just tighten this loop a bit, insert under the vertical bar of previous row, yarn over and pull up a loop. Insert under the next bar, yarn over, pull up a loop. Okay, continue doing this till the end of this row. This is how it looks at the end of the forward pass. For the last stitch, we are going to pick 2 loops from here and not go under just one. Here it could get confusing, so just rotate your work like this or turn it a bit like this, and you will see this is the one loop and the other loop is just behind it. Between these two you will see the new color coming out. Now yarn over and pull up the last edge loop. Okay, now we will chain 1 with the new color, or the, I'll just call it green. Okay, that's our second color. So we will yarn over and chain 1. So what I like to do is, at this point itself, I like to put a marker telling me about where I have to insert when I come back. So let me just put the marker and I'll show you. See this? Okay, so I'm going to leave one loop and put this marker behind the 2 loops that you see on the edge. Now we will drop this color, keeping it towards the hook like so. Just pick up your, I'll keep it on the other side towards my hook, and just pick up your first color, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You can tighten this a bit if you like, the green color, then yarn over with the brown and pull through 2. So how is this stitch pattern or fabric pattern formed is, we always return with a new color, come back with that same color, then switch over to another color and return with the next color. So just remember to switch colors on a return pass. On a forward pass, continue with the same color. Switch on a return pass. But remember to do that, chain 1 with the same color and then pull through 2 begins with a changed color. Okay, so I have returned with brown. Now I will do my forward pass with brown. That's towards the end. This is my last stitch, so I will just rotate it and see these 2 loops, insert under them. Okay, this is a standard practice in Tunisian simple stitch or a lot of Tunisian stitches. Yarn over, pull up, chain 1 with the same color. Ideally move your marker here and then drop this. So I'll drop the brown color, keeping it towards the hook side, yarn over with green color and pull through 2. Now I'll tighten this brown a bit if I want, so you to take a call. If this is too loose here, then just tighten your brown color a bit. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and at this stage also, if you want to move up your marker, you are free to do that. Sometimes I keep an additional marker if I don't want to move it up but use another marker. Okay, it's very clear and evident. See these two loops. If you don't do that on the last stitch, and if you don't count your stitches after your forward pass, there could be errors. So keep doing that for a length that you want, the length or the height of your cowl that you'd like. Here I have completed the length that I needed. I have made 10.5 inches tall or long, whatever you would call it, 10.5 inches of this fabric, and width wise I told you I did 95 chains, right? So let me just see what does it convert to in terms of inches. It is 26.5 ish. I'm not going to block this right now, I'll block it a little later. Okay, and this is my last row. So after you finished making your desired length, we will cast it off. So the last row of cast off is going to be in the same color that we began with, and here we are going to do a slip stitch. So insert under the front vertical bar, yarn over and pull through that bar as well as the loop on your hook. Okay, insert, yarn over, pull through both, insert, yarn over, pull through both. That's like a Tunisian simple stitch but in a slip stitch format. Okay, that's how I'm going to cast it off. Do this till the end. That's our last stitch. So I will still insert behind the two loops like so. Okay, there are two of them here. Yarn over, pull through that as well as the loop on my hook, and then do a chain 1 and just pull it tight, sink it in. Okay, now I will cut and pull out the loop. Now we can also remove these markers, we don't need them. Okay, and this is how the fabric looks like. That's our cast off row. Now let's see how to give it a cowl look, or how to form it into a circular ring like. Okay, this is the back of the cowl and that's the front of our pattern. You can weave in all these ends at any point of time. Okay, now we are just going to match these, and I have woven in here the brown color yarn into the tapestry needle and simply insert from below like this, from the wrong side, under 2 loops, and pull it through. We will require, if you're going to cut the yarn, we will require approximately 2.5 to 3 times this length or the height of your cowl. Okay, I have not cut the yarn here, so I am not doing it. And insert from back. Try to refocus. Yeah, insert from back like this on the other side too. Insert from front under the next stitch under both these loops. Okay, under both these loops, and on the other side insert from below. So actually it's very easy. I'm just going to pick it up like this and try to focus it even better, yeah, and show you what I've been doing. Okay, so here is our yarn and we've come out from here. Insert under the 2 loops of the next stitch, insert under the 2 loops of on the other side, and here there is less chance of getting confused because your both these loops will be in the same color. So we came out here. Now we'll simply insert under the next one on both sides and pull out from the other side. Insert under the next on both sides and pull out on the other side. That is all. Insert under these two and these two and pull out. Okay, that's all we will keep doing, and it will have a good clean join. This is how it looks, and now I'm towards the end, the last stitch. Okay, I'll just make it twice and pull the yarn through like that, a nice tight knot. That's the back. This is how it looks like. If you don't like this joining method, you can join in any other way that you like. Even with regular crochet hook you can join it, okay? But when you use the regular crochet hook too, try to use at least 1 mm or 1.5 mm larger than what you would have used for your regular crochet. So now I would have used a 4 mm for 4 mm crochet hook for this yarn. For Tunisian crochet I used a 6 mm yarn. Had I been joining with regular crochet, I would use a 5 or a 5.5 mm regular crochet hook to join. Okay, otherwise it will all cinch if you use a tight hook here, a smaller hook. Okay, like 4, if you use that, it's going to cinch. So this is how it looks like, and we will weave in all the ends and block this cowl. I will leave dedicated video links in the description box on how to block anything and how to weave in the ends. So I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and you make this cowl for yourself. Thank you so much for watching.